about to get some real sarcastic answers.
Thanks. So, when you first started mixing mayonnaise,
Hold up.
what was the first?
One more time.
When you first started mixing mayonnaise for your sandwiches,
Yeah.
what was the first ingredient you put into mayonnaise that you was like, oh my god,
Look,
this makes my mayonnaise crazy?
Let me tell you something. If y'all have got some mayonnaise, put a little bit of red wine vinegar in there and some honey and some black pepper, and that's gonna step your mayonnaise game up. Ain't nobody fucking with you just on that little bit. Those two ingredients: red wine vinegar and honey. Goddamn it, and black pepper.
Hell yeah. So when it's tight. You got a mean sandwich game, homie. This shit's beast.
Yeah, my sandwich game is crazy.
Sometimes I'll come on a bus and you be in there making a sandwich. I'm like, damn, man, break me off like half of that shit. That shit's gone. And you be like, it's all in mayonnaise. You got all kinds of mayonnaise. What kind of mayonnaises do you got on the bus besides regular old mayonnaise?
Man, I got Chipotle. I got some horseradish. You know, I got some jalapeno mayonnaise. But all of it's fucking store-bought, so it's crap. If I was making that shit from scratch, it'd be delicious. My sandwich game is gangster. You know? So I've been trying to get him to eat some, man. But, you know, he's from Alabama, man. He eats peanut butter and mayonnaise and bananas and shit.
That shit's delicious.
On
I don't
Indian
understand what the
bread.
problem is.
There's no problem. It's just, you know.
Alright. Alright, so before, before.
Let me just state this. This is the most Yelawolf's talked to me this whole tour. Go ahead.
So
Keep that.
Before, yeah, right. Man, I
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I sat up all night and talked to this motherfucker all fucking night. Anyway, so before, let's just cut to the chase. You were a cook.
I was a cook.
Where?
Before a cook, I was a crook.
Where? Where was you cooking?
Nah, I was a cook. I was a cook at Jim and Nick's Barbecue. At a barbecue restaurant. I was a cook at a redneck bar, White Trash.
Beast.
Redneck bar in the middle of nowhere. But before that, nothing, man. I always like hustled. I worked at gas stations. I kind of hustled out of there and like did minor things, man. You know, I just made enough to keep some money in my pocket and keep some more in my pocket. And then, but as far as when Yelawolf came along and shit like that, I worked as a cook. When I started taking the job seriously, I tried to do the food industry, and I was coming in and my boys on like in the Source magazine, and you could see me in the magazine, and like I'm taking it to work, and they're like, "That's great. Can we get some bread over, please?" You know. So and then I would get off when he would come into Atlanta. I would get off and I would change my clothes in the stall, and I smell like straight grease, straight pig, straight pork and barbecue. I would spray myself in the stall. I go to the studio with him, and he works on a night shift, so he's there at like 4 in the morning, working all the way till the morning. So I just had to sit there.
Man, you used to go to the Tree Sign studio smelling like straight slab.
Straight
He
ribs.
would come to the studio smell like it's straight goddamn 12-pack of slab.
So look, but I would sit there, and he do his
Killing
thing
it,
all night.
making everybody hungry.
But I'm not even rapping, not doing nothing. Just letting them know that I'm here, like that I'm
Rittz would come through
dedicated.
before everybody knew he was even in the building. They'd be like,
Yeah.
damn, that's just, you know.
But those were rough times, man. Like you know, getting off that late working, man. You know, you got real things going on, but you're trying to show that you're still dedicated to music. You know, so you're really getting off. Your socks are wet, your pants are wet. You're doing interviews on the phone in your work clothes, and then you're going to hang out with him there on a whole different type of schedule. So you know, it was a different time for me, but it was a great time as well. It was the beginning of me having some hope to get out of that place I was working at.
I'm gonna ask him one more question. Just a lot of people are not familiar. I would assume that you fully had the ball rolling prior to even meeting me. You had won a battle in Atlanta on radio with the 770 record, And when we first met, you were opening up at Lenny's Bar. And when I come to see Rock, you know, I obviously was impressed with your music. And you put in a ton of work. So outside of just what you've done with me, just let everybody know, like, as a solo artist and as a man just with a focus, what it takes outside of just having a cosign, just to have someone come in and say, hey man, this is cool, or what it takes on top of having a cosign.
Yeah.
People ask me all the time, like, you know, like, put me on. They think it's easy. They think it's just as easy as saying, like, hey, this is cool. But after I say, hey man, Rittz is someone to pay attention to, what do you have to do in order to make that all connect with people?
I mean, before I met him, I was really hustling really hard, trying to get in the game in Atlanta. You know, I was performing at strip clubs, where if you've ever performed at a strip club, nobody cares to see you perform. And then your people around you's like, yeah, we down here tonight, and it's not a big deal. You wait till about 3 in the morning, and you sit there for hours to do 2 songs when nobody cares. And I would do that night after night after night. I would go do open mic night shows everywhere where everybody's doing trap music, snap music, and I'd get up and do something different, and everybody's looking at me like this. And there's no crowd reaction. They don't say hey. They don't put their hands up. They don't do none of that. What it takes is, it takes drive. It takes you to take some of your money, save up your money, and put it into yourself. I took my money that I was working with, that I had dealt with some people before, and saved on my own, and put my face in my hometown. So everywhere you went in my hometown, you couldn't go anywhere without seeing my face. This is prior to Yelawolf. This was prior to everything. So you couldn't go in my hometown in a gas station. You couldn't go to a grocery store. You couldn't go to McDonald's without seeing my sticker on the McDonald's thing. But all that takes money. It takes money to buy stickers. It takes money to buy posters. It takes drive to deal with that. So I felt like the time that I put in doing that is the reason why I met him, or the reason why you'll meet other people in your life that'll bring you to that next step. You put in all that work, then you end up deserving it. You put your mind into something good will come out of it no matter what. And it just so happens it was Yelawolf that helped me out, but you know, whatever can help the next man out, you never know what it is. But he was grinding, doing his own thing, but he had a lot larger movement going on with me in a different kind of atmosphere than I was in. So you know, I just linked over and worked out how it was. But it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of determination, and it takes investing in yourself. Everything isn't a hustle. Everything isn't trying to make money. Sometimes you gotta invest in yourself and really just deal with the stuff that comes with it. It's hard work. It's not easy.
Well, I say that to say this, you know, wrapping up what he's saying, just to clarify everything. Like, you know, I asked him that question because I know the truth about Rittz. You know, like, everybody thinks that, like, you know, Rittz came on as American and I might have dumped money into him, and it wasn't like that at all. All I said was, dude, it's the truth, and I honestly told him that I was in no position to sign him. I've never signed no artist. I ain't got no paperwork on Rittz. That's the truth. Just, homie's good, and man, whatever I can do to help you, I can. I can't dump no money into you. I can't do this. So he had to get his own shit going. And in a similar, you know, world, like me signing Shady and getting with Marshall, I still had to keep going. So don't ever think that a cosign is all you need, you know, to get to where you're going. You still have to put in drive as if that cosign ever existed. So, Rittz.
Yeah. And don't get it twisted. He owes me $7 because he ordered a Coors Light the other night. And walked out of the hotel like it was no big deal, like he owned the hotel. And they were like, "Where's your boy at with the Coors Light?" And I said, "Well, this is kind of weird. He should be paying for my shit.
Man, you owe me just for the simple fact that you took my van to the gathering of the Juggalos.
But J-Dot says it's his
like
van.
Insurance alone.
It's not his van anymore. But
this is Rittz, Slamerican shit.
Oh, Slamerican shit.
Thank you.